the fat and give our gut reactions on all things pop culture, film, TV and theatre. We talk to legends in the creative industry and those on the rise. We game old school. We support independent creatives. Got a project? Tell us about it. Get in touch. We do all of this, and a whole lot more. Like, subscribe, get involved. Join Steen Anthony Nielsen and the Outcasts Creative.
Hello. Welcome to this impromptu stream on the Outcast Creative channel. In that weird period between Christmas and New Year, where we don't quite know what day it is, whether the shops are open or not, and what the fuck is going on. Anyway, today I had a planned visit from one of my moderators who flew all the way over from New Zealand just to see me and bring me a cap, which I didn't leave in the pub, but I think I've left it in the kitchen. So, yeah, fantastic stuff. So without any further ado, RRTNZ is in the house, and he's a moderator on my channel and some other channels as well. Let me ask you, when I do interviews, I always do quick fire questions. So let's get straight into it. What was the first film that you saw in the cinema as a kid? That's my standard first question.
Star Wars 1977.
Fucking brilliant. Good answer. Last film you saw in the cinema as a kid?
As a child and adult.
Hang on, as an adult. We may have been down the pub. Don't expect this stream to make too much sense.
It's quite difficult. I think the last one I saw was Fantastic Four, which put me off cinema for a while.
Okay, yeah, that would be hard to suggest. Look, Lord Toxic's in the house. We were talking. Funny enough, at the pub, we were talking about your book, Smackdown.
Yeah, so, great book.
Yeah. He was telling me how gratuitous and violent it was. So obviously, I need to read it very soon. Gritty Bear is here. A surprise stream, but a welcome one for sure. That sounds like a line from a movie, but slightly reworded.
I like it.
Yeah. So RRTNZ is a moderator on my channel and some other channels. So we first met because you were in the chat for Critical Drinkers channel. Is that how we met?
I was. I gravitated towards Lance because I was in the chat for Critical Drinkers channel, and he mentioned that he would be doing an interview with Mauler and the famous British actor Jason Flemyng.
Jason Flemyng,
aka Jason Flemyng.
Yeah.
I was like, I like Jason Flemyng's films, so I'll go have a look. So I tuned into the interview, which was brilliant. It was Lance and Jason and Mauler and Drinker, and it was fantastic. It was an amazing tour through the British filmmaking industry and Jason's experiences, both with Lance, which some are very personal and quite moving, really, very compelling.
And while we were in the pub, when my guest went to the toilet, I called Jason quickly and I said, "Can you leave my guest a voicemail?" And he did. Hang on, I'll play it.
Thank you to Geek. Hope you're okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Love to know all about his moderation work on the YouTube channel. Lots of love, Jason.
There you go. So obviously we decided to do the stream because it was technically Jason's suggestion. Lord Toxic says you've got to come to Kansas now. I'm not sure that there's a flight in the next 20 minutes.
After this trip, I don't know if I'll be able to afford it, but when I'm in Kansas, I'll look you up, mate. We'll hang out for sure.
You know what they're saying? You're not in Kansas anymore.
Oh, true. Hang on. We're going to click our heels together 3 times.
Oh, yeah. No, don't do that because we might appear in Toxic's living room and that would be really bad. So, because he probably hasn't put all the sex toys away and stuff. I don't want to embarrass him. Let me continue with some quick fire questions. What was the last TV show that you've watched since The Sopranos, not including The Sopranos, so that'd be late 90s, that you thought, my God, this is good, I have to watch every season, and did so religiously?
Well, I would say there is a number of them. There's, I think, like 3 or 4. Would you want a single answer or would you like a couple?
You can give me a couple, but tell me which would be at the top of the channel.
So counting down,
Yeah.
Number 4 is Fringe.
Yeah.
I met John Noble last year. Great guy.
Yeah.
Fringe, great series. Meanders a bit, but fantastic series. Season 1's best.
And Gondor will always be his.
Yeah, I said that to him.
He did.
Oh, and he said, "You're right, Mike. You're right."
in a very non sort of Gondorian voice.
No, Donal was a very Australian. So
yeah.
Black Sails. If you haven't seen it,
I have seen that.
It's Game of Thrones with pirates.
Yeah,
100% worth it. Obsessed by it. Probably I bought it on DVD, seen it a bunch of times. I should just do 3. And number 1, my all-time favorite TV show that I rewatch. Oh, no, I'll throw an extra one. Person of Interest.
Okay.
Love the first few seasons. Perhaps after season 3, give it a miss. But the number 1, and this is something Lord Toxic and I bonded over, the number 1 TV series, my favorite, I rewatch every year, is Justified. It is incredible. The performances, fantastic. If you like Timothy Olyphant's brilliant. But if you like Walton Goggins in anything,
I love Walton Goggins.
As the show goes on, it becomes more and more of Goggins' story. And, oh, it's almost a mirror. The 2 characters, Timothy Olyphant as the U.S. Marshal, the protagonist, his story, right?
Yeah. And
at the same time, Goggins' story as the antagonist. They sort of mirror each other, and the adventures they have and the trials and tribulations. And the ending, perfection. One of the best series finales of all time. Utterly worth your time. Also, can I check in there? Series I rewatched this year because Admiral Teague, our mutual friend, and J-Man, a friend that should meet sometime because he's a big Star Trek fan.
Hi, J-Man, we will meet for sure.
Enterprise.
Oh, the one with
Scott Bakula. I never rated Scott Bakula, and then I watched season 3 of Enterprise, and I thought, wait a minute, some serious acting, some serious characters.
Season 3 is with the Zindi and the time travel. That's kind of when it got good, I think.
Star Blazers.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Star
Plus,
Blazers.
you've got 7 of 9 in that super cool cat suit.
Well, Vulcan of 9.
Purely for aesthetic reasons.
Artistic reasons.
Yeah.
Central. Those cat suits were central to the plot.
They were great.
They drove the story forward.
She ended up like shagging one of the producers.
No, 7 of 9 did.
Oh, that's right.
In Voyager, Brandon Braga. Yeah. This is Jolene Blaylock in Enterprise, which is like Vulcan 7 of 9.
Yeah, Vulcan 7 of 9. Yeah, she's a very attractive lady. So
great actress too.
Yeah. Can we just check? Does this include breakfast and free Wi-Fi? That's nice. So that was a good show. Jerry Ryan had a couple of good points, more than a couple. I'd say at least 5. It's a shame we don't see her in more stuff.
I'm trying to think of her bad points. Oh, she was in Dark Winds the other year. Great series. Toxic will recommend it to you, Dark Winds.
Paul Smith, who's a relatively recent subscriber to the channel.
Hello, Paul.
The Prisoners, 24, The Wire. No, the first 2 or 3 seasons of 24 were great. I haven't got the time to rewatch the whole show, but if I did, I would count how many times somebody says, I'm sending over a team, and like an SUV arrives and 4 guys get out with machine guns, whether it's the bad guys or whether it's good guys to back up another situation. There must have been so many plot points where the answer was, I'm sending over a team. It's like there must be like a warehouse full of these teams with guys in SUVs with machine guns. It's a bit like the guys in jumpsuits in the Bond base, waiting for stuff to happen. That was a major plot thing. We have a soap over here called EastEnders, and their major get out to create drama of any situation is someone's got to tell, person A has got to tell person B a really important thing, and person B's response is always, I can't talk now, I'll speak to you later, and they run out the room, and that delays the important piece of information being given to them, which should have been given to them in that moment in time. In real life, what would happen is person A would just chase after person B out of the door and say, no, I have to fucking tell you this now.
Text it to them, maybe?
Yeah, or text it to them. Yeah. Especially if they're dumping them, it would be text.
Yeah.
That's how people dump people these days. The Prisoner, 1960s. With Patrick McGowan. That was a good show.
I'm off to Wales to visit some family next week.
And you're going to go?
I'm going to try and get to Portmeirion.
Yeah, Portmeirion.
I've
never been there. I've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to do that.
And if they give me a number, I'm going to be stuck there.
Yeah, and you won't be a free man.
No.
Any longer. So RRTNZ's story is that he was born and brought up in Wales. but then went and relocated to New Zealand because he had a dream that he was going to meet the love of his life there, who's a head of a tribe of what are they called again?
Samoan princess.
Exactly. Yeah, the women have all the power, so she's basically the head.
The brains too, in my case. So.
The head tribesperson. Fantastic. Paul's been a subscriber for over a year, almost a year.
Well done,
But
Paul.
but you're just not active in chat enough. Clearly, that's been a more recent thing. Otherwise, I'm sure I would have noticed. Or maybe the time's just gone really quickly. That is also possible. If I have more wine, I'll be able to tell the truth. So,
In vino veritas.
in vino veritas, indeed. Yeah. So, my good friend moderates from my channel. Let's just go back to how we met again. So. Because the narrative of that is a little hazy. I'm sure it was in the chat on.
It might have been, yeah.
Oh, and then you said you watched the interview.
I did, yeah, with Jason, which was
yeah.
And after that, I thought, oh, well, I got to follow this channel. If that's the sort of thing Lance is doing. Really interested, to hear about the film industry. I had a brief flirtation with the film industry in New Zealand because I was an extra.
He played a dwarf in The Hobbit.
Yeah, well, I was an extra in the first Hobbit film.
Yeah,
in it for like 7 seconds.
But he had a shield and an axe.
I did, yeah. I had better hair than I've got now. I had
a huge beard.
I had a beard and a prosthetic nose and a forehead. I tell you, I sit in a makeup chair one day, getting my stuff on. I was looking at the photos, the continuity photos, the cast, right?
Right.
Going, oh, that's whatever. That's
Richard Armitage.
Yeah, Richard Armitage. There's Mark Freeman. There's Evangeline Lilly. Stood behind her in the T line once. She is very cute. But anyway, there's one photo I'm looking at going, oh, who is that? It took me 10 minutes to work out that it was me. That's how
they even had a continuity. You must have been key background.
Maybe
key background.
Well, I didn't have a helmet on.
You have background, and you have your foreground background unit, and your key 8 guys and stuff like that. Did you get to keep your fake beard?
Oh God, no! You couldn't keep anything. Like it was all really valuable, and it was very hush hush.
Yeah.
But the big high point was
you could have sold your beard on eBay. This beard was in. If you'd said this beard was in Lord of the Rings, it would have got lots of money. If you put this beard was in The Hobbit, you might have got like 19.
On that note,
£19.
Stand up. I'm not short.
For a hobbit.
I'm a hobbit.
There you go.
Yeah. I did work for Andy Serkis, though, who was the director on G Stage.
Yeah.
And he was a lovely man. He was really nice. I have nothing but great things to say about him.
Yeah, I met him at he did a film called The Last of the Jolly Boys, which is a pseudo documentary about a gang of guys who are going out on a stag do. And they're called the Jolly Boys, and they've all got like Jolly Boys t-shirts on. And the guy who's the best man realizes that actually when this guy gets married, who's formerly like the sort of leader of the Jolly Boys, their life is going to be over and he's not going to know what to do with himself. And there's a really funny scene where they shot this for real, where they're standing in Piccadilly Circus handing out flyers to new guys passing by going, do you want to become a member of the Jolly Boys, or this sort of thing? Another actress friend of mine, we used to go to the same drama class. She was in it playing Andy Serkis's girlfriend. I want to say her name's Melissa Wilkes, but I might have got that wrong. But she was a phenomenal actress. Probably should have got bigger parts in my view, but that's often the way. Yeah, so yeah, very nice guy. Cosmic something or other. Holla chaps, you're welcome in Cuba. When will we see you next on YouTube?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I have a very small YouTube channel. It's 50 subscribers. And I just do mostly, because I learned to speak Welsh as an adult, so I mostly just put stuff in Welsh to practice. I'm not really a YouTuber. I just...
You do the subtitles for all the Welsh porn clips on Pornhub, don't you?
That I will not confirm or deny. Anyway, but I appear occasionally on other people's streams, like Lance and other established YouTubers, just adding my own ridiculous commentary. Because occasionally I say something that's mildly funny. But thank you very much. I
mean, this stream should be hugely entertaining because we have just both been to the pub. So so you're visiting family over here. Although the primary reason was to come and visit me. The family thing was like a bonus thing. It was more kind of like, I need to go to London to see Lance. Can we combine that into a family trip? And people agree, hey, look, Rebel Rose is here. Rachel, if you're free, let me know. Inbox me on Facebook, and I'll send you the link. You can pop on and say hi. So Rebel Rose is one of my regulars on the Nielsen ratings.
Oh, very nice.
Which you know if you'd seen it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't get to see the Nielsen ratings very often because of the time difference. In New Zealand, we're like 12 hours ahead. But I do get to check out a ton of Lance's great industry interviews. Like I remember the Tim Thomason one, which was a classic.
Oh my God, Tim Thomason.
That was
amazing. So yeah, I mean, I'm assuming the people watching will know about my industry interviews. If you don't, go to the playlist, check them out. There's 140 of them. And Tim Thomason's an actor I've wanted to work with all my life. Predominantly a B-movie actor, but he's a great actor, and he's also a really lovely guy.
Didn't he punch Robin Williams?
He may have told me that story, but
he stole a joke.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because they used to both
do stand-up comedy
at the same place.
Yeah.
And
See,
Robin,
I pay attention to these things.
Yeah, but he's a really lovely guy, and I got very emotional when we did that stream because it was pretty. Yeah, I mean that was one of the early interviews that I did, and I realised, when we were doing the stream, he's obviously quite old now, and I thought realistically the window for me and him to work together is probably closed. Unless I win the lottery next week or something, in which case I can cast whoever I want. So you're talking to an actor that you've wanted to work with for 30 years, interviewing him on your YouTube channel. You've wanted to direct him on set. And I realized that the closest I was ever going to get to doing that was that interview. And that really hit me during the interview. And you can see it. It's in the last 10 minutes. I did this little thing where I said, I've got to say to you, I really regret that we're not going to have the time, we're not going to have the chance to work together. And I was almost like apologizing to him, which, might seem silly, but I meant it. Now, I'm glad that you brought this up because I almost forgot. RRTNZ is very dynamic and an expert on all things Chuck Norris. He is indeed. Tell me 5 facts about Chuck Norris that are hitherto unknown.
All right, well, I'll tell you the first one. Once upon a time, there was a street named after Chuck Norris, but they had to change the name because nobody crosses Chuck Norris and lives. If Chuck Norris was in Lord of the Rings and he put the ring on, Sauron would have thrown himself in the volcano. If Chuck Norris was in Lord of the Rings, he could have thrown the ring into the fires of Mount Doom when he was still standing in the Shire. And my favorite Chuck Norris fact of all time. You ready?
Yeah.
Chuck Norris has a PhD in mathematics from Princeton University. Do you know why? He got it for solving an unsolvable maths problem by writing a single word. And the word was violence. Because Chuck Norris can solve any problem with violence.
I'm not sure the kids watching at home should take note of that, but indeed. I've got a Chuck Norris Lord of the Rings fact as well. It's not well known, but Chuck Norris actually is the volcano in Mount Doom, and thus he is the source of all power in Lord of the Rings.
Do you know Chuck Norris is in every Star Wars movie? He plays the Force.
There you go.
In the 10 Commandments, Chuck Norris was the stunt double for God.
We should just do a stream about these, like go on for like 2 hours with the rare Chuck Norris.
I'll run out soon. I have the same birthday as Chuck Norris, 10th of March.
You do?
Yeah, 10th of March.
That's why you look so similar. I mean, that was really bugging me, and I was thinking when I met you,
I'd be like Chuck Norris's nail clipping or something. That would be me.
I mean, the likeness is uncanny apart from the height.
Yeah,
but,
a height, lack of beard, lack of athletic talent.
Apart from everything, the likeness is uncanny.
Chuck Norris peed in the tank of a trailer truck once, and now that trailer truck is called Optimus Prime.
Fun times. Okay, so I don't know if I was just checking to see if Rachel.
Thanks, Tox. Great book, Slapdash. Buy it. It's great. You'll love it, everyone.
Yeah. So
grip in.
Toxic, who's on the stream, seeing you two in the same room is like 2012 Avengers. Is also a writer like myself. Do check out his book. Talking of which, You brought my book all the way
I
over
did.
from
I did from New Zealand.
New Zealand
I
to
tell you, I got
sign.
this amazing accessory.
Oh
with
yeah, and we
this-
mustn't forget you wanted to buy my other book.
Yeah, I
didn't
do.
you?
I do. See this bag? This bag has. I'm not advertising for this company, but it has all of the kings of England
Oh, yeah.
since 1066.
But it doesn't have Chuck Norris on it.
No.
No.
Well, Chuck Norris was king of England long before that.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. So have a look at this, my friend. Silver Screen Journeys by Steen Anthony Nielsen. I bought this book because Lance and I are of a similar age. I'm a little bit older, but I recognize in that how compelling.
Yeah, I'm only 28.
The journey, how compelling the journey of film is. Like, as in being a kid and going to these cinemas, seeing films and these great films, and how you remember the time around that. Oh, that summer I went and saw Return of the Jedi. I queued up with my father, my sister for hours to see it in Toronto. You know, all those. I remember sitting in Empire Strikes Back, and the last 5 minutes come up, and I was looking at my watch, going, "How was Luke going to beat Darth Vader and rescue Han?" And he didn't. And all those Superman. I remember going to see that at 1978. Anyway, but these things, these moments in our past, in our childhood, they can become really influential and defining and mean so much to us. And this book is the crystallization of that feeling. It's a journey through a man's life within the context of these amazing films. And I really enjoyed it. And I hope you will too. And this is going to be what my review is. Amazon won't really publish one yet, but this is what I'm going to say. So if you haven't read this yet, please do. Silver Screen Journeys.
Fantastic. It's almost like I paid him to say that. I'll give you that 20 quid in a minute. So
only 20 quid.
only 20 quid.
Nah, the 20 quid is like the GDP of all New Zealand. So like, I'll be able to go home now and buy like a palace made of gold.
Ah, fantastic. That's good to know. I should move to New Zealand. I can buy 5 palaces made of gold. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up shortly because it's just an impromptu thing. And we have actually left his wife and sister shopping in the shopping mall up the road from my house. So we're going to go and reconnect with them shortly. And it's gone dark now, so I'm going to have to put Arctic clothing on. It's very cold here, as you can see. We're both wrapped up.
I've got a message from my wife. I'll have to respond to that shortly.
Indeed. Okay. But good to see a few of my regulars popped on for this because it wasn't planned. So tomorrow, 29th today, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah.
Where's the time going? So tomorrow at 9 p.m. UK time, there's going to be a load of my regulars on, plus the Critical Drinker and a couple of other guests, and we're going to be doing our kind of end of the year top 3 movies of 2025.
Are there?
Top 3. I've seen some good ones.
Really?
The problem is everybody shouts loud about the crap.
Yeah.
But people don't shout loud about the good stuff, and there is some good stuff.
Well, I'll have to tune in. And listen.
You might have to dig for it, but there's some
Yeah.
good stuff.
I'll tune in and listen to your reviews because
Was Sinners this year?
yeah, I Sinners was this year. I saw Sinners.
Sinners was pretty,
Good movie.
Not everybody liked it, but it had balls. It was original. It looked fucking amazing. The performances were good.
I like the music.
Music was great. So and I've seen some pretty good independent movies that most people won't have heard of.
All right.
So we're not talking all about cinema releases. We're going to do top 3 TV shows. And then we're going to talk about standout performer or surprise, an actor that kind of surprised you, that you thought, oh, yeah, they're pretty good in this. So, Gritty Bear.
Chuck Norris.
Have there been 3 good films?
Chuck Norris surprised me in everything.
That's why you're not taking part on the stream on tomorrow.
The only element Chuck Norris recognizes is the element of surprise.
There you go. Before you go, does RRTNZ stand for something? It stands for Randy Richard Taking New Zealand by Storm.
All right, I'll go with that.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah. Standout performer, the dog in Good Boy. That's a good.
I love dogs. I don't know if I can see that film.
That's a good shout.
Good call.
That's the one where it's all told from the dog's point of view, and
the dog lives though. So
yeah, it's an interesting.
I'll be quiet now. Sorry.
It's an interesting film. All right, okay. So tomorrow at 9 p.m. we'll be on with several of my regulars, plus the Critical Drinker, plus maybe 1 or 2 other surprise guests. talking about the stuff that's been out this year. We're gonna talk about the biggest howlers as well. We're going to talk about the biggest disappointments.
Superman,
Alien Earth will almost certainly get a mention.
Oh,
I'm going to try and spend not too much time talking about the crap and more time talking about the good stuff. Rebel Rose, wait until the sequel Cat comes out. Then you're going to be sad. So, all right, okay. So that's it from us. Do tune in tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Unfortunately, I won't have my guests with me, but I will have lots of other guests. But New Zealand won't be represented. You might be in the chat, but you might be busy because you're doing tourist things.
Yeah, well, I got a big family gathering tomorrow, so I might have to catch you on the replay. But definitely worth tuning in for. I'll be tuning in at some point for sure.
No, absolutely. All right, well, that's it from us, guys. Thanks very much for popping on this impromptu stream. I just want to say the channel wouldn't be where it is without the subscribers, the people that give it the support. One of whom is sitting next to me now, and I do try and reach out to my subscribers and speak to people and
the little people.
Literally,
in my case, if we stand up high, come up to about Lance's knee,
I'll disappear up the top of the screen, and you'll still be here. I really do appreciate my subscribers. I appreciate the warmth and love that people have showed me. I really appreciate if you bought one of my books in the lead up to Christmas, or you bought one for someone. I really appreciate that too. That kind of support is invaluable. Don't forget to leave reviews on Amazon because that's really, really important. Don't forget what I always say. Do keep an eye on the people that you care about. Tell them you love them, and pick up the phone. Call people once in a while. People like that. All this texting bollocks is just so impersonal. Until tomorrow night at 9 p.m, where I'll be slightly more sober. We'll see you then.